All right, Shalom. This is the brother Yawanathan, Abad Al-Wam, coming at you in a lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. But first and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone Well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. All right, and this is going to be a short lesson. I'm not going to make it too long, but I'm going to title it along the lines as just like the woman is the man's glory, we primarily as Israelite men are the Most High's glory. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm gonna prove how the woman is our glory. You know, the Israelite man's glory, the Israelite woman. So I'm gonna start at verse 3, 1 Corinthians 11:3, and I'm gonna drop down to verse 7. It says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, that's Yahweh, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High." So getting into the order of things, how the Lord intended it to be, you know, the order, how, you know, the head is our head is Hamashiach Yahweh. All right. The woman's head is us, okay, the Israelite man, right? Or you have a woman, your wife, you're her head, and the head of Yahweh is the Most High Yahweh. All right. But as far as goes down here in the terrestrial, where our women is supposed to be beneath us and we're supposed to be their head, that's not the case in this society, man. Okay? That's not the case because of the curses. Okay, and the scriptures say, I'll get it in a minute, a woman should compass a man. But I'm going to read verse 7. I'm going to grab that, okay, to prove that, all right, because that's part of the curses. Verse 7, it says, "For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High." So we're the Most High's glory, right? It reads on, "But the woman is the glory of the man." The woman is our glory, okay? So, hey, naturally, we love our women, man. Okay, because they're our glory, man. We love the Israelite man loves their women, or we love women, period, man. And the Most High made them our glory. So, like I said, man, it's ass backwards right now because remember these women, they're put up on the goddamn pedestal, and these simp ass niggas be worshiping their women, man. Okay, so it seems ass backward like they're the fucking prize when they're not. The man's the prize, man. It's all because of Esau, the devil, all right, the so-called white man that puts these women on a pedestal in this society, man. All right, and have you think you're beneath a fucking woman, man. Okay, so let's grab that scripture. All right, let's get Jeremiah 31 and what's that, 22? Come on. This is Jeremiah 31 and 22. It says, "How long wilt thou go, O thou backsliding daughter?" It's talking about the nation of Israel. Backsliding meaning we kept sinning, going against the Most High, transgressing, you know, breaking the laws. That's why we're in this predicament now, in captivity over here in America, serving our enemies, primarily Esau, man. All right. It says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man." So that's proof right there. And you see it today, man. Women have compassed men in this society, man. Okay? That's why they're in authoritative positions like being judges, officers, even security guards, and thinking they're equal to men and shit, man. That's ass backwards, man. But that's part of the curses for breaking the law, statutes, commandments. And she's not our glory right now for the most part, man. She's not looking like our glory because she's not in order, man. Okay? So just like our women's not in order, that's like mockery from the Most High. We wasn't in order, right? Because we went against him. In Israel, is compared to a woman. Let's get that. Let's prove that, man. Jeremiah. Okay? So even as Israelite men, you know, primarily, like I said, I proved it in 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter. We're his glory, right? Okay? Hey, the Lord turned our glory, which is the woman against us. Okay? So this is Jeremiah 6:2. It says, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. See that? The daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So we are, all right, the women of the Most High. Okay? Even the men, which primarily it is the man, okay, that he's talking about, man, because he's dealing with men. The tabernacle of the Most High is with men, right? So we're likened unto his woman, okay? So we went off horribly, man. That's why, again, we're in this captivity, okay? And we're the Most High's glory. That would make us the Most High's glory when he likens us unto a woman, okay? And we committed fornication, spiritual adultery against them by breaking the laws, statutes, commandments, okay? So let's further prove that we're his glory, okay? Let's prove it some more. This is Isaiah 42, verse 8. Okay, I want to start at, let me see. I'm going to start a little bit up. Bear with me real quick. I'm going to start at 6. It says, I, the Lord Yahweh, have called thee in righteousness. All right, talking about the nation of Israel. And will hold thine hand and will keep thee and will give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light unto the Gentiles. Right? It says to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison. Right? The Israelites that were blind. Right? Primarily the elect that need to be waking up, because 2/3 are not going to wake up. Right? It's talking about a spiritual blind, man. Spiritual blindness. Okay, once they hear his word, they're awoken though. They're awoke. So it says to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison. Okay, the captivity, spiritual captivity, right? In your mind, in la'ab, which means your mind, and waking up to the truth. It says, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. That's why the scripture say in Isaiah 62, my people in gross darkness, man. Okay, because they ain't received the light, okay, of the truth. All right, sound doctrine in Yahweh Shema Shah. Verse 8, it says, I am Yahweh. This is the point. I am Yahweh. That is my name, and my glory, Israel, will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. So that further proves that it's talking about Israel. Okay, so again, just like, okay, our women, okay, our Israelite women are the Israelite man's glory. All right, we as Israelite men primarily are the Most High's glory. All right, or the nation of Israel is the Most High's glory, but primarily the men of Yahweh Shema Shah, or the Israelite man. Okay, we're his glory, man, and we committed spiritual fornication. Okay, that's why he turned again our women against us. Okay, they don't respect us. All right, because we turned against him. Okay, because we, as men, as Israelite men, we're supposed to be an example, all right, to the rest of the nation, man. All right, our women and our children. Okay, so if we are not in order, guess what? They're not going to be in order, man. All right, but, the curses are the curses, man. All right, and that's not the case in captivity, man. But everything's going to be turned upside down from being, right side up from being upside down. Salakia. Okay, real soon. Once this devil is destroyed out of power, okay, our women are going to be our glory again. And we're going to be, all right, the Most High's glory again, man. Because right now, he turned his back on us, man. Okay? He turned his back on us. Let's prove that. Let's get Isaiah 1, verse 9, I believe. Okay? This is Hosea. Damn. I think I said Isaiah. Excellent. Hosea 1 and 9. It's Hosea 1 and 9. It says, Then said the Most High, call his name Laomai, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. See that? So that's why he turned his back on us, man. Okay? We're no people to the Most High right now. All right, but we gonna get that. Like we gradually coming back to him through Yahweh Shai. Okay, and once this place is destroyed, once the so-called white man is destroyed out of power, he's gonna deal with us again, because he's only dealing with the elect right now. It starts with the elect being sealed. Okay, all right, the rest of the 1/3 multitude coming into the fold. Okay, and it's a wrap, man. Hey, the Lord is going to not turn his back on us no more. Okay, and these nations are going to be done. Okay, that's why they came. When you read Psalms, the 83rd chapter, right? How they became confederate, okay, against us. You know, that's why you see them having all kind of poison in our neighborhood, guns, drugs, and bad food, restaurants. You know, these liquor stores conspiring against the nation of Israel. All right. Hey, they conspired against us, man. But guess what? Like I said, it's going to be overturned. That's going to be thing of the past. Okay. So it starts with the elect being sealed, man. And that's what's happening right now. Because that's why we only out there for the elect. Okay. To be awoken. So we can get the hell up out of here and everything can be set up right again. And we can be the Most High's glory again, man. And again, our women will be our glory. Okay? The woman will be our glory again, man. All right? Because everything will be back in its proper order and proper perspective. Okay? So yeah, man. Right? He ain't gonna never deal with these other nations. We're the Most High's glory, man. That's why that's another reason why he said I would not give my glory to another. And that comes with the law, statutes, commandments, the promises, okay, that he gave to the nation of Israel. Okay? So we only in this temporary captivity again because we broke the law, statutes, commandments, and we're not going to commit spiritual fornication never again, because the law, statutes, commandments are going to be in our inward parts, man. Okay, so like I said, you know, our women, they commit adultery on us. All right, physically, that's another sign of mockery. All right, by Yahweh Shemal Shai, because we turned against them. Hey, we commit adultery on him spiritually again. Hey, they make our women commit actual adultery on us, man. All right. Now let's prove that. I'm gonna get ready to wrap up. Let's get the book of Amos. Go ahead and prove that real quick. Let me see. Was it Amos or is it 11:7? Not 11:7, but what is it? Bear with me real quick. Yeah, Con, it's Amos 7:17. It reads, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife," all right, because we're supposed to be the wife of the Most High as a nation. The nation of Israel is married unto the Most High. Remember, all right, I proved it in Jeremiah 6:2 that he likens us into a delicate and comely woman. So again, from the top it says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land." So the point being, our wife shall be harlots in the city, man. And we're in this captivity, okay? Sons, daughters dying, like I said, shall fall by the sword, okay? Divided, right, as a nation, okay? Part of the curses. So part of the curses, again, is our women being harlots, because we want to play the harlot. Okay, Israel played the harlot, man. All right. Now the family ended off on that, man. I believe it's in hold on one second. I believe it's in Jeremiah 6, where I just came from. Verse 1, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go back to that then. Jeremiah 6. No, it's not it. Let's see. Bear with me real quick. So like it's Hosea 4. Okay. I ended off with this. Hosea 4. I read verses 15 through 17. It says, though thou, Israel, right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, though thou, Israel, play the harlot. See, we played the harlot against Yahweh Shemal Shah. Yet let not Judah offend, and come not ye near Slaki, not ye into Gilgal, neither go ye up to Bethaven, nor swear the Lord liveth. For Israel slided back. Remember I read in Jeremiah 31 and 22, 13, 31 and 22 that Israel is a backsliding nation, right? So it says, for Israel slided back as a backsliding heifer. Now Yahweh will feed them as a lamb in a large place, right? The sheep to the slaughter, man. Okay, this is dealing with the northern kingdom, right? Slakia. It says Ephraim is joined to idols, spiritual fornication, worshiping them idols. And to this day, Ephraim, or the 10 tribes as a whole, the northern kingdom, still playing the harlot by worshiping these idols, man. Right? It says Ephraim is joined to idols, let him alone, right? The 2/3 are gonna die, man. Okay, like they got a big ass Cesare Borgia statue in Brazil. The Lord gonna cast that shit down, man, when he comes back. He's gonna destroy that shit, man. All manner of idolatry or religion, which religion pretty much goes into idolatry, right? All that's going to be destroyed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. And that's another way that things are going to be made right with the Lord. All right, let alone the elect coming back. That's because that's all the Lord needs is his elect in 1/3 to make things right. Everything's going to get a real spiritual reset or a real spiritual reboot. And again, we're going to be the Most High's glory again. So with that, all right, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to sign off by saying, again, all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great minister and will. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. I'm going to say again, Shalom and Kwam, Yashala, Shalom.